Damn, it's been a minute. I forgot our YouTube channel. How's it going, guys? It's been like probably a year. Haven't checked, but Subaru's in the shop. I spent all day yesterday mostly running this power cable in. Got it hooked up to the little post. Got it ran through the fender, ran under, and I just put the fender liner in. So you won't be able to see it, but I pulled this back. There's a little grommet here, and I drilled a hole through it so I can put the wire through. As you can see, I'm gonna need a flashlight. Let me go grab a light. As you can see, there's the power wire. Alright, my phone just decided to stop recording. Here's the power wire. Let me aim this up a little bit. You can see that power wire, and it goes all the way up. It's hard to see because my seat is all the way forward, so I can't go in here to show you, but it's all the way up, and yeah, into that grommet there. And then I ran it all underneath this plastic piece. It's down in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. And then walk around the vehicle. Power wire goes all the way up underneath the seat, and it goes out comes out here, and then it loops around and then here, and my ground is back there. Excuse the mess, I gotta clean this up. It's probably gonna take the whole day. And I got the ground right here, and also have the ground for my inline converter. So what I did is I'm using the stock headset, or not headset, stock head unit to power up the subs that I have. These subs are two 10-inch duals. They're really old, but they bump. I had them in the old Suburban, the old side-by-side, as you know of. I'm an anxious, illiterate fuck, so I kind of like don't know how to talk, and that's the whole video, just me like stuttering. But anyway, what I meant to say is that line out converter or inline out converter, whatever the fuck, it basically has a remote and RCA output. So all you gotta do is give it ground, give it power, constant power, and give it left and right, positive and negative signals or speaker wires, so I can read both side speaker frequencies and turn that into RCA, so you can have an RCA to RCA connection with your amp and inline in your stock head unit, and pretty much what you need to have subs. Where's my light? So I only got the two left side actually speakers or thing tapped in, and I have it grounded right now. But I came up with the new idea that I should probably wire this entire converter system behind the radio. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I can pop the radio off, and it should have everything I need in the radio wire harness: the power, ground, left and right, positive, negative speaker signals. So yeah, so basically now I feel like a dummy dum-dum for tapping into the rear speaker, because I found it unnecessary to tap into the rear left speakers, because instead of tapping in the speakers and potentially ruining the speaker, I could have just taken the head unit, pulled it out, looked at the wiring harness, looked at a wiring diagram and colors for the wiring harness to the radio, and then tapped that inline converter to everything it needs in that wire harness, which is power, ground. I could have tapped it into somewhere in the dash, but constant 12 volt from the harness, speaker signals from left and right. So yeah, I came to the conclusion that I wasted my entire weekend trying to get this to work off splicing it directly to the speaker wire. So I'm gonna save this for a whole nother weekend. Right now it's charging. Well, actually it finished charging. I'm gonna see if the amp will go into power protective mode to see if this inline converter stuff really works, or to see if I need to flip these signal wires around. And if you guys don't know what I'm saying, then you're out of luck, because I know what I'm doing, but I just don't know how to execute it. So I'm gonna set y'all here and see if y'all can tell me if the amp turns on.
15 minutes later.
So we've developed a problem. My car, the battery thing said my car was done charging. And I was charging it and I left the door open because the speakers kind of flopped face down. I thought, you know, it was gonna start. All the lights, the little flickering thing that tells you the door's open was on. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, when I took a wire brush to the terminals to clean it up, I saw it sparking a little bit, but I didn't like touch two terminals together. I just brushed each individual one at a separate time. So I shouldn't have shorted anything. So I'm kind of lost. And I hear popping noises. So what I did is I took all the trunk, everything. I gutted the trunk and I got everything wired in, but not the way I want it, so I can see if it works. So I found out that there's brittle plastic in here. Well, actually, this belongs to the door. Yeah. Let me take this light. Found out there's some brittle plastic in here that I guess kind of holds this donut on firmly. Look how bald that thing is. But anyway, I took a grounded it to this metal shield on the. This is actually a frame rail. So I grounded the sub and that shit to the frame rail. There's a dust shield thing. Fuck. I don't know why, but these dust caps won't go back in their spot. I mean, I got that one to kind of sit in there firmly. Had to use some WD-40. But this shit, and this one doesn't want to go in. And which is why there's like 10 pounds of dust in my trunk. So yeah, okay. So I'm gonna see if the car would even have power. See if the car even has power, and kind of mess with this a little. See if this amp would turn on, and if it does, then I'm gonna return everything back to stock, clean it up, and then save it and pull the radio out in a later date when I actually have time, when it's actually warm outside, because I'm freezing my fingers off and I'm skinning my hands alive, or I'm skinning the skin off my hands. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. So yeah. So in this picture you can see that I got everything to work, and the remote and RCA wires just hanging there, pointed by the arrow. Alrighty guys, so I got the inline converter and my homemade wiring diagrams. So this is from, these are the rear right and rear left speakers, positive and negative wiring harness and pin numbers and harness colors or wire colors. And then we got the LOC, line output converter, wiring harness and wire colors. And then we got the ground, and I got the power wrong. I put it to accessory power, but constant power, remember. So got the pin number and the color blue red, and the color for constant 12 volt, which is yellow. So this is what you'll need. I just made my own wiring diagram out of a pizza thing, but yeah, I unfortunately do not have the wiring instructions that come with this thing. I think they're in my center console, but here's a remote. I'm saving this for a later project because I'm going to be putting these in the old Duramax. I'm going to be putting subs in the Duramax, and the only remote knob with this input is in the side-by-side again, and I do not want to take out like 18 feet of wire that is underneath the carpet. But yeah, next I'm going to show you guys what it sounds like and how I ran my wires, because I got everything put together. This is future me, and I got everything. I got all the interior panels back together and the wires hidden, sorta. Alrighty guys, so I got everything put back together. I got the line output converter behind everything, and I ran the RCA's remote cable from behind the dash through this little hole, and it kind of runs between. It's kind of like runs around or by the glove box, and then I have it tucked in between the carpet and the center console here. It runs all the way back, and then you lift up this jacket, and yeah, it's a little portion of it right here. It's not the best in the world to have it like this, but when you have passengers in the back, when am I actually going to carry a middle passenger? I mean, and also, when is the middle passenger is not going to put their feet here. They're gonna like share the footwells, because these footwells are pretty roomy, so they're probably gonna share the footwells with the right and left of your passenger. And my gain knob right now, my remote gain knob is still just flopped around. I mean, yeah, but I don't know if I got used to it or if I actually lost my hearing from the setup, but it seems a little less violent. So I'm gonna tinker with the amp a little bit and get it to work, or not get it to work, but get it to my liking. Even though it kind of sounds like a Bose audio system in like the newer Yukons and Silverados and stuff like that. But yeah, it is my sound system. Retained everything. It looks kind of clean. Just gotta cover that up real quick. Boom. Don't even know. What? This is my third voiceover, and now come to the conclusion. The bass wasn't really, the beats weren't dropping, and I touched the subwoofer when the beat didn't drop, so yeah. So therefore the subwoofer probably wasn't hitting because there was no bass for it to hit. But anyway, later in the video I'm gonna show what I did to kind of like diagnose, I guess you can call it, and sort of fix the issue. Because the right sub, because I noticed a difference, because I think my right sub is either quiet or not playing at all, because I had both the subs working at one point and then all of a sudden it's quiet again, and I'm used to it being super loud in its prime with the both subs working. P.S. This is future me. I wouldn't really call it a fix because I haven't tested it to see if it works yet, but it's whatever. Alrighty guys, so the first step to finding out what's wrong with that one sub is to go ahead and take apart this dash piece, and we're gonna get straight to work with these little trim tools. And yeah, I'm gonna put a time lapse on this, John. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, and right now we're at the AC ducts, and those got to be taken off with this Ryobi impact. Please don't roast me for a brand. I have a DeWalt impact and a Milwaukee impact, but yeah, this is just the one I could find within the moment. I don't even know if I'm in frame. Hopefully I am. Get the shit in time lapse too. Well, I don't know if you saw that, but I literally dropped a screw in there. I'll figure out once I'm. My line out converter looks to be intact. Yeah, everything looks to be. Oh, focus. Everything looks to be intact. So I don't know what the issue is here, but
I was hoping one of these RCAs were gonna be unplugged, but I guess not. So I'm guessing we got a loose connection somewhere in the wiring harness. So Alright, so looking at it, you can see where I spliced the things, and they all seem to be intact, at least for the most part. So I'm gonna pull the radio out and inspect the harness further. Alright, so looking at it, I don't see anything too bad. I mean, I know my wiring's bad because I don't have any soldering equipment. So that's an unfortunate turn for me. And looking, all I see is the exposed electrical tape. I knew this electrical tape wasn't gonna hold. Oh no, pretty sure the red wires is red is left, and we do have the left side sub working. So, well, good news, I found the screw. Yeah, there it is. Yep, that's the screw. Hopefully I can find any right side imperfections so I can at least, because I kind of have a fear of this like tearing apart yet again. You always learn from your mistakes, or you always learn from your fears. So I'm just gonna tackle this and investigate it. Well, you guys know I found the screw, right, and was planning to pick it up. Well, your boy tried to pick up his fingers, and it decided to fall all the way down here, and I felt it, like, kind of tap my foot, and I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be on the carpet. I'm pretty sure it's behind the carpet. Damn it! Alrighty, guys, so, the wiring in this is surprisingly not like, an issue. So, I'm pretty much, it's RCAs, because they have some sort of sliminess to the tips. I don't know if it's dielectrical grease, because the left one also works, and it has the same stuff on the tip of the RCA on both ends. So I'm pretty sure it's electrical grease, so RCA shouldn't be an issue. But I'm gonna go ahead and, cause you can tune this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try and tune this with one hand. I like it being aggressive, so just gonna turn it up. Right there, left one. You can see that right there. Both low angle. I'm going to give this one the same angle. Oh, in there. That looks about the same, right? Right? Yeah, it's about the same. Be fine. So now I got to go on to the back of the vehicle and replace the speaker wires because I think they're corroded somewhere. I did a test and this is a perfect spot to put my camera. Apparently, did not know that. But yeah, what am I doing? I'm seriously autistic. Okay, nobody get offended in the comments, but we are going to slap the radio back in. It's literally Subaru OEM radio. If y'all working on a radio, or if y'all have the same car as me, this is gonna be your radio ground. This is your antenna. I'm pretty sure this is just like, I don't know what that is for. That's the main harness, and this is for like XM radio. I'm pretty sure, because this car is fully loaded. It's got all the bells and whistles except for the touchscreen radio, the navigation and stuff. But the thing is, this thing isn't like it's not touchscreen, so I don't think this is for GPS or navigation or anything. I think this is just for XM satellite radio, and this is probably for I guess the radio stations, I guess. Yeah, and this is the antenna that sends signal. So this was the remote accessory that I accidentally spliced into. So it's got a butt connector and it has a chopped wire at the end. These two white and the other white with black is connected to the left side speakers. and these two white with one white black is connected to the gray wires. One has a green stripe and one has no, they're both green. One's green with the gray, and on this one, the left side speaker, one's red with white and one's just red with black. So wrong way. And then the ground, oh, I'm gonna have to take the radio back out. Well, shucks. Here's, let me unplug this phone. There we go. All right, so, oh, it's a blue with, oh, this is ground, this is blue with black. And right here, blue with red, that's your constant 12 volt, which is the yellow one. And I hooked up the ground to the wiring harness, the ground on the wiring harness, just cuz, and it works. So I did it just cuz, and it works. So you hear that? It's doing an initial CD check, by the way. It's not freaking out. So, these doesn't last. So, this screw back. I really decided I fall off with this. Videos in. Now, I just gotta get the air ducts in. The center duct, and this could be a challenging one. I'm pretty sure the screws are long gone and underneath my carpet. Got the duct in, and don't mind the missing screw. But yeah, time to put this thing on. Drop the famous T in there. Move on to the back because we're not done yet. So yay! Alrighty guys, this is low-key cold in here. I somehow managed to fit myself with the doors closed and the seats down. But we got our speaker 14 gauge. Screwdriver, because I'm also going to check back here, see if the connector popped off, the subs. And we got our wire strippers and cutters and 501 pretty much. So, alright. Alright, so as you can see, we have our positive and negative. They seem to be doing okay. So my last option is either to put these on tighter. We do live on a bumpy road, so the roads do get a little hectic. And I did check, I literally wrote everything down. Positive speaker terminal off those, wrote it on here, and they're even written on here. So I don't know what could possibly go wrong, but fuck around and find out, I guess. I think this wire is corroded somewhere, and it might need my attention. I think. Dude, this amp, I feel bad for this amp. It lives in a dusty car. You see the dust coming off of it? Yeah. Hopefully the amp isn't. Maybe it's internally messed up. So, I'm gonna pop the positive off. Oh yeah, we ain't getting no connection. Oh yeah, these wires might be junk. I do gotta re-put this one in. Yeah. Let me roll this wire up into a ball. Stick it in there. Boom, safe from dust. Do the same with the ground or negative. Kind of roll it into a little ball. We still got all this clean brass. Stick it in there. Boom, there's our negative. It's nice and secure. See how dirty these ones are? It's like, I don't know if that's corroded or if that's dust. No need for speaker wires, they need to be shorter. Copper. And when I thought I needed a new speaker wire, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but now I gotta figure out, oh, sorry for moving y'all. I gotta figure out which one's which. A video cut out on me, so what I was gonna say is let's see, set y'all up here. Let's see if these two are in rough shape. So where's my little... Looks pretty clean to me, y'all. So I guess for safety, I'm just gonna trim it down and strip it, I guess. Just for safety. No, comes on certain thing. He's only gonna get I'll do it later, but then just peel it back right around. You wanna push it? Here. You wanna twist the wire? You wanna go forward, oh, I think I'm gonna turn a little bit. Okay, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Well, if it wasn't for me headbutt my fucking phone! Look at this. Satisfying for the boys. See that dust? No, you don't. She's clean again. Give it another day of me driving. Because I live on gravel, and I bet tomorrow it's gonna be looking the exact same as it did before I wiped it down. So yeah.